First of all, thank you, PRX, for being here with us. Now we are going to start with some questions. On the call, Nerdcast, you have the first question.
Hello, Nerdscast, independent freelance commentator and journalist from the United States. First of all, commiserations on the loss. And it's a bit of a tough one. This first question is going to go to a combination of people, basically just Alex and any of the coaching staff, if Minnie's there, along with Jin and Forsaken, about the basically just getting the big elephant out of the way about the second half of Lotus. It looked really tough. There was a timeout that you called. There was an all-in round, all the chips on the deck, and it didn't go your way. What were you guys trying to do to recollect after that? What was the call that was made? I'm going to leave it a bit open-ended here near the end so you can kind of talk about it, but it's just a question of what happened and why.
I don't remember the call, to be honest with you. So I think we went to B. I cannot remember. We timed out twice. One time we went to C. The second time I cannot remember what it was. But we were just trying to just calm down, and we couldn't.
Was it for the players on the second half of it, just to kind of, I guess, let you guys open the floodgates for you guys to talk about it? What was sort of was it just panic? Because you obviously Coach Alex is saying something along those lines of like, it seems like it was a bit rough.
Me?
I mean, it was Jing Forsaken, if you guys would like.
Jay or Jason?
What's the round again?
Just the overall T side.
I mean, I think we couldn't handle the Hobbit really well, even though like Buster are always playing 3, I would say. I think basically we're not playing with the Firewall well, I would say. Yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, I guess the final question would be passing it back to Coach Alex about what might the prep look like for the future.
I mean, we review this game and we try to figure out how to deal with the Odin at 3. We try to, I mean, Heretics plays a different comp. I assume we're playing Heretics. We play a different comp, so we need to look at that as well. So, I mean, first of all, we look at what Heretics is playing and then we figure out from there.
Thank you so much.
Fair enough. Thank you. Good luck in your matches, and sorry for commiserations for the loss.
Thank you.
Thank you. Miguel Soriano, you have the next question.
Thank you. Hello, guys. My name is Miguel Soriano for Sons of Chaos in Latin America. And first of all, I'd like to say I'm sorry, but also I'm grateful because you guys gave us a great match. Nothing less than we expected. You clashing with Fnatic once again. My first question would be for Coach Alex. Most of the time, I mean, it was a matter of strategy and mechanics, but also I think it was a battle of the wills on this match. What would you say it was a way for you to handle like the mental state of the team whenever the rounds wouldn't go their way, or maybe when the euphoria was too high? What would you say was like the process to manage the emotions on this matchup?
I mean, I don't think I did a good job because we couldn't fix it. But I think we need to have a clearer plan. I think I failed them there. I think we need to have some more stuff planned out because we knew exactly what was going to happen and we couldn't execute and we couldn't hit our shots. So it was a bit of a combination of both. But I'll make sure that if we do meet Fnatic again, if opportunity arises, it won't happen again. Like this won't happen again.
Thank you so much, Coach. And a quick follow-up for Forsaken. You and Waylay, seems like sometimes these change of roles are quite fun for you guys because sometimes you get to get out of the role you play the most, which in your case is a controller. How would you describe the experience and maybe the sensation of getting a different role, a most fun one like duelist on this time of games?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, Wele, it's fun to play because especially you can like kill people and like just TP back, And I really like the skill one, the slow, and I think it's still really powerful with Wele. So I really like Wele.
Thank you so much, guys, and good luck on your next game.
Thank you.
Thank you. Adlielian, you have the next question.
Hi, Adli Adian, Timosura for VLR.GG. First of all, commiserations on your loss. It was a very close match, and I think it would have gone either way. My question is primarily either to Forsaken or Coach Alex. Either one of you can answer. So far on Lotus, you've played Fnatic once on that eventual Toronto victory. It was a relatively close, half with both of you back then in Toronto, winning 14-12. But now we've seen you guys quite struggling, especially on your attacking side, having won convincingly on defense. What do you during that certain challenges? What I think the easier way, a nice way is like, what problems have you identified, especially when you saw, like, at least when you saw some of the problems started to arise?
Can you repeat it again at the end? What problems arise?
So when you guys won convincingly on defense, but you guys struggled on attack, what problems did you identify immediately when that happened? If you are willing to talk about it.
We were very bad at dealing with boosters Odin, first of all. Second of all, I think we tunnel vision a bit too much. You know, our whole team was in one side of the map, and we shouldn't be like that. We shouldn't be doing that. I think it is for the first time. I mean, usually my players don't have an agency issue. You know, like they just do their own thing. You know what I mean? But this time I think we were a bit nervous. You know, and because of that, everyone's just following each other. And I needed them to be a little bit more confident in themselves. These are things that I think we can fix. So I'm very sure that we'll work on it tonight.
All right, thank you for the answer. Good luck on your next match.
Thank you. Ravish, you have the next question.
Hey guys, so tough day today naturally, but you know, Trinell wants to back as Alex was mentioned, you know, easily fixable stuff. My question goes over to something. Ilya, on a bit of a more of a positive note, I find, you know, Bind was a map that I find you got to really express and show your creativity, which you've been practicing and showing yourself as a duelist, and specifically on Viru. Just want to talk a bit more about how the agent has allowed you to has allowed you to express your creativity and skill expression, and how you found that you've innovated and grown by playing the agent more and more, especially in such a high level as champions.
I mean, nowadays it's being more harder and harder because people prepare more and more, and then they have more data on me. But overall, it still like allows me to play with op everywhere I want. I can help my team more and stuff like that. But yeah, as I said, it's like become more harder and harder. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, tough day for sure, but all good. Thank you guys, appreciate it. GG's.
Thank you. Jeffrey, you have the next question.
Make sure can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so this is VALORANT BBK. I will ask the question in Chinese first and then translate it to English. 这里是围棋 BBK。那很抱歉今天各位没能拿下这场比赛。然后这个问题给到晋。近4年前的今天，你加入到了 PRX，然后这4年你和你的队伍一起经历过荣耀和低谷，也经历了短暂的离别。那现在你即将开始自己与 PRX 的第5个年头，那有没有什么想对队友们和支持你们的观众说的 ？So this question for Jing. So like 4 years ago today, you joined PRX, and in the past 4 years, you and your teammates have experienced glory and lows, and as well as a brief separation with the team. And now you are about to start your 5th year with PRX. So do you have anything to say to your teammates and the audience who support you?
I mean, firstly, to my teammates, it's of course a pleasure to play with all my teammates, and the last 4 years have been really fun and great for me. And for the fans, thank you for continuously supporting us throughout all these years, even though like we win or lose. So yeah, I mean, overall, I'm just very thankful, and I'm really happy to be in PRX.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Pedro Romero, you have the next question.
Yes, hello. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
All right, appreciate that. Pedro Romero, independent journalist. Likewise, commiserations on this series loss. to you guys going into the lower bracket. Hopefully, we can see a much better showing in the next one. I'm going to send this question over to Alex. Obviously, Fnatic came into this with an emergency sub, with Doma having to step in literally like overnight. And they came out of this with a victory today. Want to ask you, out of curiosity, between the match you guys had right now against that team and the most recent matchup in the VCT circuit in the Toronto finals, was there any change in how you saw how Fnatic played in the server, or were there not any changes, and why?
I mean, I don't think it changed much though. I mean, the team, the Fnatic is good. They have a bunch of world champions in their team, well coached, and then also they have a very good system built by Mini a little bit. But then, that being said, I thought Doma was a perfect pick for them. He knows the players and he's stepped into the roles exactly as how Alpha would do it. I thought he played very well. Wasn't nervous at all. So it's good to see. I thought, yeah, I mean, the fact that we knew what they were doing means that they didn't change that much and they could still pull it off. So it's I mean, they built a very good team.
Can I ask one more question?
Yes.
Again, over to Alex. With the team now going down to the lower bracket, and against whoever it is you guys have to face, you guys have to make that gauntlet to reach the grand finals. What are you looking at in terms of like the obstacles ahead, and also do you feel like there's going to be pressure for you guys to continue this momentum despite losing today and making that potential lower bracket run?
I mean, I think it's no big deal. We all want to win, this is true. But I've always told them that if it really doesn't matter like where we finish, we get to the playoffs and anything can happen, and today something like this happened. I believe that if we don't come into the game as fully confident in our prep, sometimes these things happen, and it's the way VALORANT is. Like, it's very up and down. Of course, we're gonna try our best, and I think we'll approach tomorrow and play a little bit better, I think.
Thank you so much. Now we are going to take one question here in the room. Solera.
Hello, guys. Sorry about the loss today. My question will be to head coach Alex. Do you think that this news that Fnatic were playing with emergency sub kind of made you underestimate your opponent today, and that it affected the way you play?
I don't think we underestimate them ever. I think if we did, I think we've been run over. I think everyone knew coming in that, like, firstly, we know Doma has played in a big competition before, in the finals before as well, so he has experience. And second thing is, like, again, you can't count out the rest of the players, So it's if the system is good, it doesn't really matter. So we came in knowing it was going to be a very hard game, and it was. And yeah, it was a very hard game.
Thank you for sharing. Just wanted to say that, guys, that like we believe that you can do the lower bracket run track by track.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we have another question here in the room.
Hi guys, Gabriel Ayon from Big Gamer Agency. What do you think caused the setback in the decider? Was more mental, fatigue, or what happened?
Who's the person?
It's for everyone.
You need to pick one person, please.
Oh, okay. Something.
What's happened on Lotus, basically, on the decider map?
When Fnatic make a lot of points in defense, what happened with the team?
Yeah, it's if you think it was more about fatigue, or it was more about
mental fatigue, or nervous.
Exactly.
I mean, for me, I've been, I don't know, not confident like past few matches. I don't know why. I need to fix it. And for overall, it just like we know what to do, we know how to counter it, kinda. But then like we give them like a lot of respect towards A, and like we need to counter this Odin. Meanwhile, like Kayak staying with the open Hobbit, so it's like 3 people on A, and we are bashing towards the wall, and also like meanwhile, like yeah, we get the side, but then we don't really play post lane properly, even though we know how to do that. So just need to fix that, I guess.
Good luck in the next match, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, with this question, we conclude this press conference. Thank you for being here and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this press conference. First of all, thank you, Fnatic, for being here with us, and also congratulations for your victory. Now we are going to start with some questions here in the room.
Hi, guys.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't done my tweet yet.
Matter.
Already.
Hi guys, I'm Gabriel, a journalist from Big Game Agency. My question is, in the Decider, you showed an unstoppable defense. What do you need to refine to be dominant on attack against your next opponent?
Me? I mean, I think attack side was an interesting one. They were quite dominant on it and very difficult. I think we gave ourselves opportunities, but then those opportunities got taken away as well. And I think we managed to get those last 2 rounds, which are huge for us, and we managed to win the game based off of them, really, actually, which is kind of crazy. And that's how Valorant goes, you know. You can just suddenly turn the game around, and now they're on the back foot, and it's squeaky bum time for them. But yeah, I think without giving much away, it's a VOD review. We learn, we see what's going on, and we get more comfortable, and that's all we can do.
My last question is, what was the hardest thing to stop from PRX?
Anyone?
I think something with with the op is just really difficult because he's sometimes you're very aware where he is, but more often than not you have no clue, and you kind of have to use so much utility to clear out zones. And then I think they did a really good job at like rotating pretty aggressively on most of their defense side based off of that, and we kind of just adapted a little bit too slow, perhaps.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you. Nerdcast, you have the next question.
Hello. Nerdscast, independent freelance commentator and journalist from the United States. First question is going to be a bit of a more serious one to Coach Milan and to Boaster about the, both about the comebacks as well as some of the pacing that we saw. It happens a lot with Fnatic specifically that you guys tend to have, you tend to go down a little bit and then bring it back. The question is, what do you do to instill resilience, not only within the rest of the team, but in yourself? This to Boaster, kind of like in yourself, because you've had it a lot, you've done this a lot. And for the coach, more for how you instill it in the rest of the roster.
I guess we always just believe the game's not over until the enemy team hits 13, and we're a team that fully believe in that and fully believe what we're capable of. We have 5 exceptional players who can pull off magical feats such as today, and we've all had to step up, and everyone chose a moment to step up in the game, and that's all you need, and that's what you just got to believe to achieve, someone once said to me. And yeah, I'd say we just like snowballing. Maybe we're like, oh, it's boring, let's make comebacks, let's make it exciting for the viewers, but no, that would be a lie.
I mean, I think Jake said most of the things that I would say, but it's the I think the fact that we only need one moment to really get back into things, and that's kind of the philosophy that we have. The one that comes to mind for me now is Doma's 1v2 on Lotus, obviously on A, and it goes from 9-1 to 9-2, and in that moment, I think all of the guys collectively they lock back in, and that's something that you can't really teach people. That they need to have that in themselves. And I think as a whole, the entire team, we've done a really good job at making sure that culture is in all of you boys, and we bring that out.
Well, I mean, immediate follow-up would be Doma. How are you feeling about all this? How you getting gassed up by Jake? We did see the 1v2 as well. I mean,
the adrenaline is slowly dropping. Very tired. And
what time you get up this morning?
I got up at 5 a.m. pretty much.
Yo.
yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I do have one more question. It's another serious one to Boaster. There's a possibility that we're going to be seeing you guys go up against NRG, and they're famous for having Brock on the Odin. Earlier today on Lotus, we saw the Boaster Bowden coming on out. Which do you think? I mean, honestly, I think that was not only great to see that you guys are playing into that meta. Just trying to get your thoughts on the Odin meta as well as you playing on that Odin on maps like such as Lotus and some other ones.
Little Brocky boy didn't know who invented the Odin meta. You know what I'm saying? So like he can whip it out and he can shoot legs, but I shoot bodies. No, I don't know. Just like we're just gonna play our game. He's been playing pretty well actually. And yeah, if we end up playing against NRG, we play against NRG. If we play against MIBR, we play against MIBR. You know, looking forward to it. We get some time to reset and prepare ourselves and prepare the enemies for the enemies. Sorry, not prepare them.
Always lively. Good luck in the rest of the tournament, and congratulations on the victory today.
Thank you. Pedro Romero, you have the next question.
Yes, quick mic check. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, perfect. Pedro Romero, independent journalist. Likewise, congrats on the victory, Fnatic, to moving on to the upper finals. A massive achievement for the SEMA station, which you guys have never been able to step foot in up until this current moment in time. That said, I want to send this question over to Boaster. Just sort of as a man has been trying over and over to reach the upper finals and being on the road to finally winning that trophy. What does this moment mean to you? Just having to go through this so many times and kind of come up short in each time also, and then finally is making it happen. It feels like for this year with this version of the team.
I'll be truthful. Like I said to the boys, pretty much since group stages that I believe we're going to win this event, and I'm not putting it out there to everyone that I believe like we are going to win, but I just believe that we are going to win. We have everyone stepping up to the plate at the right time. We've gone through heartbreaks in previous tournaments, and we've still managed to rise to the occasion. We've kept our vibes immaculate in and out of the server, and we enjoy each other's company. And there's nothing more that I want to see than seeing all the boys that I saw tears happen in Toronto lift a trophy, and this time the tears will be of happiness, and that is stand by it. Anything can happen. If we lose, we lose. No, well, I guess here we go again next year. But this year is not over. 2 more wins left. I'm doing the countdown. Next team, whoever we play, is just a number, and that's what I firmly believe in. 2 more wins.
Is this the most confident you feel you've ever been?
It's the least stressed I've ever been. Normally at Champions, my hair's falling out. I've got multiplying in grey hairs. But this event, like for me, obviously it's stressful in the game, but out of the game, I don't feel any stress. If we lose, I've lost so many times, but if I just believe we're going to win, and that is how I'm doing it. I feel very prepped. I feel like I know what to call, and I know how we're playing, and I feel we have all the right pieces in the right places. It just takes a bit of time, luck, and talent. And talent we're overflowing with these players, I feel like.
Can I ask another question real quick?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to send this question to Crashies. Obviously, I want to look at the clutch defuse you pulled off in Lotus against Forsaken. A massive wall moment, a clear sign of the team's impending victory on that series. Just sort of want to ask you about what was going on in your mind. What were you kind of thinking of at that moment, and how were you able to just make that turn on and take down Forsaken in that moment?
Yeah, it was a pretty crazy round. I remember we threw Killjoy ult down. They tried everything to break it, and then he eventually—I didn't even know it was a 1v1 until someone said like, "You can kill him. He's detained." And then people were like, there was a lot of comms going on. People were like, "You can stick it. You can kill him." I'm like, "Oh God." So I just hopped on, and I kind of had an idea of where he was, and then he just kind of whiffed everything, and luckily I killed him. And after I killed him, I just knew that like we had the game in the bag. Everything was kind of going wrong for them, and everything was going right for us. But yeah, I felt insane in the moment. So just a lot of emotions, honestly.
I didn't know the mechanics of the ult. I wasn't sure if he's in tree or in the when he got ulted. So I was just like, where the hell is he?
I mean, he couldn't cancel, so I thought he's on there. So
yeah, I didn't know like how it works. Actually,
that's exactly because Austin was presented with some Kahoot. Like there's 4 people shouting different things at you, and you're like, what?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy moment.
I was silent. I was like, Fuck Glenn.
Thank you. Ale Sanchez, you have the next question.
Hello, Golden from RDLG, and my question is for Doma. So, first of all, Fnatic, congratulations to the victory, and Doma. My question is, at the moment that Fnatic called you, I don't know who contacted you or what, but the moment that they called you, what did you do? Why did you start packaging clothes? No, I'm grabbing my keyboard and mouse. What did you start doing?
I mean, I got messaged by Kojo at like 9 p.m. I was like, yeah, I'll come, why not? But the only problem was that I didn't know if my organization Enterprise will let me go. So we waited a bit for their answer. They gave the green light. I looked at what flights available. Luckily, there was one super early at 9 a.m. from Zagreb to Paris. I instantly booked it and yeah, tried to get some sleep and came here instantly. Came to the venue directly from the airport.
Wow, okay.
I was joking to him saying, Mom, get the car, drop me over the airport, we gotta go.
It was pretty much like that.
Packing random boxes. He's probably got no shirts left.
Can I add something to this on a more serious note? Because I think that there's not that many people who can be called up the night before you're playing. I mean, I know you played the 2021 like Masters finals, but this is one of the biggest games that you're going to play or that you've played in your career. And I think that Doma has handled everything today fantastically, but also I do want to use the opportunity to thank both of the people sitting in the room over there, Ben and Phil, for their fantastic work over these last 24 hours, as well as Colin, who's been with Alpha, who's feeling all right today, and taking care of everything. So I think as a team, and I got a little bit emotional after the game. I'm not going to lie. And that's mostly just because I feel like what you guys dealt with today is something that no team would be able to tank better than any team. That like we're the best team at tanking this thing, tanking these things. And I think that's what makes us like exceptional.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now give me some bloody ice cream.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you. And I have another question for Boaster. So since Doma was taking the place of Alpha here, does the strat or the playstyle of the team change a little?
Yeah, a little bit, obviously. Poor Doma, he's been thrown onto Teo, Killjoy on Lotus, Killjoy on Haveno. He was comfortable on that one, and it definitely showed in the scoreline. But I think he did really well on that Lotus as well. I think Bind was an awkward map, but it was his first map against a PRX running at him, and I still think he was putting up numbers, some big rounds. But I'm really happy with how he bounced back on the second map and the third map, really showing that he's capable of playing in VCT. And I've always believed in him, even though at the time back in 2021 I always knew that he'd make it back, because I think he's got the capabilities. He's loyal, he's humble, and he's a hard worker. As you can see today, we brought him to Korea just in case we needed a sub, in case anything happened, and he was there with us, making our atmosphere a lot better, bringing the great vibes. Especially when we were having a little debrief at the dinner table, he puts a carrot in his mouth. It was actually a pepper, and he's just there silently dying. And we're all having a serious one. And then we see him, and he's like, and we're like, "You're right, mate." He's like, "I thought it was a pepper. I thought it was a carrot." And that still is one of my funniest memories ever at dinner. So I think when we had a list of players that we could have potentially asked, Doma was literally the first player that I knew that would Avengers assemble right onto our team and be very comfortable, because I know the type of player he is, the caliber of player he is, and I'm just really happy that he's come to this champs with 100% win rate.
Thank you so much. Jeffrey, you have the next question.
Mixer, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so this is VALORANT BBK. I will ask the question in Chinese first and then translate to English. 这里是微学 BBK。首先恭喜各位拿下今天这场比赛的胜利哈。然后第一个问题给到东马，东马这是你时隔4年以后重返世界赛的舞台。那我想请问，相比于4年前的柏林国际赛，那你现在有没有什么不同？或者 So the first question is for Doma, and so this is your return to the international stage after like a 4-year hiatus. So how do you feel now compared to Champions Berlin 4 years ago?
I mean, I feel a lot better, both mechanically, both game-wise understanding, because ever since 2021, I didn't stop grinding. I don't think I took more than a 10-day break from Valorant. I've been constantly up to date with the game, and I think I've grown a lot. I've matured a lot. I've grown a lot mentally, and I think, yeah, I'm proud how I'm progressing, I could say.
Wow, great. And the follow-up is for Bolster. 接下来问题给到 Bolster。那么在图3莲花谷上上半场，你们是以3-9的比分落后嘛？但是你们用一个无懈可击的下半场成功的翻盘。那请问作为队内的指挥，你是如何带领队伍走向最终胜利 ？So I mean, after the first half of Map 3 Lotus, you were 3-9 behind, but you managed to turn the tables with, I mean, a flawless second half. So as the IGL, how did you lead the team to the final victory?
I mean, we're what is it, 2v4 on the pistol or 2v3? We were definitely man down and when Austin managed to just click some heads, and I was like, oh my goodness, that's good. We got the pistol, get the eco round, and then the bonus. I can't remember what happened to bonus, but we ended up winning that. I was like, okay, actually, I'm a little bit believing right now. Whereas before on the attack side, I was like, well, maybe we should have gone corrode. But we managed to bring it back on the defense a bit. And then there was that one big round where like all their ultis were used. And I was like, holy guacamole, we won that round as well. Some C retake finesse. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm believing definitely now. And then we just suddenly all started, I think we were all believing and we all know what we're capable of. And then it was just complete mayhem. But then also we were reading them really, really well, more than we've ever had any team. And we were like taking risks, putting more players to other sites and just believing that, nah, they ain't coming to this site. And if they do, we just played the retake. It was actually pretty good Valorant, I'd say, all in all. We were 4v5 on one of the rounds, we still ended up winning it. So I just think, yeah, when you have to step up, if you want to be a champion, you got to grab it by the balls.
Wow. Wow, great. 谢谢大 B 老师，谢谢 Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Good luck translating that one.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Miguel, you have the next question.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Hello, guys. Congratulations on the win. My name is Miguel Soriano for Sons of KS in Latin America. You guys had a great game. I just thanked PRX on the prior conference because you just gave us such a masterpiece of game on this series. My question would be for Chronicle. You had a stellar performance as well as Kajak on the last two maps. You were like the tip of the spear, beating PRX, and you are farther ahead than you've ever been with Fnatic on these instances of champions. So what's the feeling you have after beating I would dare to say the top favorite to win this competition, and besides that being able to play an upper final?
I mean, honestly, a lot of mixed feelings about this game because I think it was the first time where I actually cried after the game. But it wasn't only also because of happiness, but also like some sort of disappointment in myself. Like hard to explain, but shortly, I will just say the same that I said to my guys right now. Like on the first map, I was feeling like a complete bot and like I couldn't do anything in the game. Instead, I was like feeling like I'm throwing it. Like especially on attack side, was just everything was going off. Like I couldn't find anything, and it was feeling very rough. I did the reset, like very easy reset, and everything instantly started going really well. And because of how stupid it is that like just one small moment that like I just like had a thought in my brain and I just did it and it just worked, completely changed the outcome of my performance individually. I was just kind of raged at myself because like if it was that easy all the time, why I didn't do that? Like why I just forgot about it? And obviously I was like kind of annoyed, kind of happy. But right now, obviously, super happy for my guys because, like, without them, again, I wouldn't do such a performance because they believed that I can do it. They supported me. They just tried their best to kind of reach out to my brain and maybe like do something, and they did well. Like without them, I wouldn't come back to the series this way. And yeah, I'm happy to show everyone that I have a very insane skill for this tournament, and I'm ready to show it again on our finals.
Thank you so much. And if I may, a quick follow-up regarding what you said, now regarding about getting back your standing your ground. Kajak, you guys started awesomely. You guys had this momentum from the Haven, and then you came and won the first pistol on Lotus. But then you guys seem like dim the first half until you savaged those two last rounds. But then there was a moment where you like grabbed the confidence and started like getting your group back. And I think I saw you eating a banana on on stage, and you were talking like about the potassium benefits. So what it was like for you to be able to come back to make this comeback, this 3-9 disadvantage, how it was for you on this game, Lotus?
I mean, to be honest, I was out on Lotus. I was like, we won pistol, then we lost Zika. I satchel in, I die by classic. I was like, why did I satchel here? I could just satchel a bit more. I would be alive. Then I was like, oh, it's all right. Next round, you know. Then we had Killjoy ulti and Raze ulti. I'm like, oh, I see Yoru. It's a fake one. Then I watched the clip after the game. This guy was just walking in front of me. I'm like, what? I thought it was absolute fake one. Then I was absolutely out on Lotus. But in the halftime, I was like, boys, can you bring me something to it? I'm out. I need some energy. Then I got banana. Then I was like, I was just making jokes about banana for the. I was just making jokes of eating banana every round. I was like, oh, since I've been eating banana, we are winning every round. Like even in banana.
Gonna have a banana.
Yeah, so yeah, on defense I had more energy, but I think it was not a great map by me, but we won anyway. Kron dropped 30 kills. God bless him, and we go next.
Thank you so much, and more banana days, please. Good luck on your next match, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, we need a lot of bananas.
Wait, I'll tell you after.
Adrian, you have the next question.
Hi, Adli Adian, Timosura for VLR.GG. This question is first for Doma. First of all, congratulations on your return to into the international stage. How has this whole experience has been for you now that, of course, you are qualified for Ascension later in October? How do you feel after getting this win? But in particular, how does Alex feel after all of this? And how does it feel just having that opportunity to play in Champions and now going into Ascension in the next in later this month?
I mean, first of all, big thanks to Alex because he was one of the people who actually helped a lot to make this happen. Like yesterday, I called him at also like 10 p.m. He got up and started talking to people to make it happen. But other than that, yeah, I mean, we have Ascension upcoming with Enterprise in like in maybe 15-20 days. I mean, just a big boost of confidence, I think. Feeling good for it, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I think no one can stop us then.
Awesome. So a follow-up question for Booster. Booster, you are now reunited with your boys, Summon FC, back to 2021. How does it feel? Obviously you've talked about having a bit of a difference playing with Doma compared to Alpha here, some little changes in stats, but having the vibes, having the feeling of an old friend back together again with the gang. How does it feel to just starting it with a win? No, regardless of what happens afterwards.
Yeah, I think there was no other player that I would have wanted to do this with. I just like Doma. I always have, and I always whenever anyone asks me about him, I always say positive stuff because he is a good kid. and he needs I think he needs a team that does well, and an enterprise team right now is doing really well. I believe in them as well, and I'm looking forward to seeing him in Ascension after this is all over, playing again and bringing in the big dog. I beat PRX. What did you do? But yeah, I yeah, big up my boy Doma.
Awesome. Hope to see you both in succession for the next matches.
Thank you. Now we are going to take the last question here in the room. Solera.
Hello guys, congrats with the win. My question will be to Crashes. I saw you perked up when you heard energy today during press conference. So I wanted to ask which opponent you prefer for the next round, and which team do you see as your main opponent in this competition?
Thank you for the question. Firstly, I would love to play Energy. You know, I have a couple ex-teammates on there, Sam and Ethan, and I think they're on a very Cinderella run right now, and I want to be the one to end that run for them.
You don't want to be the Prince Charming?
No, I definitely not. Definitely want to end their run. But you know, I have friends on that roster, so it'll just be fun to play them. I think I've also haven't lost to an NA team this year. I think I'm 4-0 against them. So I feel like I'm the Grim Reaper right now. So hopefully we play against Energy. And then base opponent, I feel like there's still a lot of strong opponents in this tournament. You know, PRX lost today, but they're not out yet. Heretics have been looking good as well. Same as MIBR, Energy. Everyone's looking good, so it'd be hard to choose one. But yeah, I think I'm just focused on who I want to play next, and definitely Energy.
Okay, thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
And the last question real quick, did Alpha already said something in the group chat after you won?
I think he said, "I love you guys."
Oh, that's very sweet. Thank you guys and good luck in the next round.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we have last important question from Miguel.
Yeah, it's we've seen some latest information on Twitter regarding Crashes having a new phone and with a cover. So if we might get an update, it would be much appreciated.
Here we go. Let's get the zoom in on this. Let's get the zoom in. Yeah, there it is. Brand new iPhone bought here straight from Paris. We have the case on here as well with the screen protector as well. No scratches yet. I've dropped it once or twice already, so hopefully nothing happens to it. But yeah, that last phone is it's unfortunately stopped working. It's run out of life, so had to buy a new one. And shout out to everyone that supported the Crashies fund. There was a lot of supporters, and keep supporting in case any other funds come up.
Don't worry, bro. I will just scare you a little bit. Do you know that 17 Pro Max scratching like a?
Yes, you told me, Kra.
Yeah, I will tell it again. I will tell it again.
I mean, the last one was going through nightmares. I can say that. I was feeling bad for the iPhone.
Yeah, I felt bad for it as well.
What's the lore on the phone? What happened? I don't know.
We'll tell you after.
We'll tell you after.
Okay.
We will show it to you. We will show it to you. You will be scared now.
Better if I don't know.
Thank you
so
guys.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you for with this question. We conclude this first conference, and good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.